On this Saturday morning. Today is Flag Day, tomorrow is Father's Day, so it's kind of a jam-packed weekend. We got a jam-packed half hour just ahead. We got your the local news. We got, world and California news, local news. We got sports, and the financial news, and birthdays. They're coming up next.
When you have a chance, check out the KXO website, KXOradio.com. Subscribe to the KXO YouTube channel and keep in tune with what's happening around the valley. And follow us on Facebook. All sorts of neat things pop up on our Facebook page.
And today is June 14th, of course, Flag Day. Got some birthdays, big shot birthdays today. Marla Gibbs, she's absolutely hilarious lady. A nice, sarcastic sense of humor. She's 94 today. Rod Argent, we remember Rod? He was with the Zombies, and then he led Argent. Zombies turned into Argent. He is 80 years old today. Janet Lennon of the Lennon Sisters, she's 79. Guitarist turned lawyer, Barry Melton. I didn't know that. He was with Country Joe and the Fish. He's 78 today. We have a Boy George. I don't think anybody knows his real name. Boy George, the Culture Club. He's 64. And I don't think he's in jail right now. Taylor Howard of Monk and Two Guys and a Girl. He's 59. We have a screenwriter, Diablo Cody. She wrote Juno. That was her claim to fame. She's 47. Actor J.R. Martinez. He was in All My Children. I used to watch him on Santa Barbara. Yeah, I watched a soap opera. He's 42 today. Kevin McHale of Glee and a bunch of other stuff. He's 37 today. Lucy Hale, she was in Pretty Little Liars and other things. She's also a singer, I think. She's 36 today. Those are the big shot birthdays. We got the local people coming up next.
InnerCare is a one-stop shop for all your healthcare needs, from primary care to pediatrics, behavioral health to radiology. InnerCare is here to provide you with excellent care. We've got 6 locations in the Imperial Valley, with a 7th coming soon to Imperial. We are open whenever and wherever you need us, including on weekends. To find a health center near you, visit innercare.org. InnerCare, making life healthy from the inside out.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Ann Graham, Richard Morales, Jackson Randall Gunn, Arturo Garcia, Elisa Encinas, Bob Music, Cynthia Gonzalez, Juan Lopez, Rosa Adams, Lendell Macon, Russell Wirtz, and Dorina Goodspeed. Happy birthday to each and every one.
KXO AM 1230 presents Let Freedom Ring.
Today is the 4th of July.
It's the 4th of July.
Celebrate Independence Day with 6 hours of music, stories, history, and special features. Let Freedom Ring on AM 1230, Thursday, July 3rd from 6 p.m. till midnight. And again on Friday, the 4th of July from noon till 6 p.m. Let Freedom Ring is made possible by these fine sponsors.
Burgers and Beer, the Kiwanis Club of El Centro, Desert Bliss Sleep Shop in the Imperial Valley Mall, and Gordon's Carpet.
Happy birthday, America.
Happy 4th of July.
Let Freedom Ring. Celebrate with us.
Happy 4th of July.
It's America's birthday.
And that brings us to the World and California News headlines, brought to you by Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that you breathe.
CBS News special report. Israel says it's attacking more sites in Iran. Sirens wailed in and around Tel Aviv, where some missiles got through. At least 3 people were killed. Iran says 78 people have died in Israel's attacks. Most of them, it says, were civilians. Israel claims it killed 9 Iranian nuclear scientists. CBS's Eleanor Watson.
U.S. bases in both Iraq and Syria are on heightened alert in case Iran follows through on its vow to not only retaliate against Israel, but also to retaliate against the U.S. The U.S. message at the United Nations was that any attack on Americans in the region would be met with, quote, dire consequences.
CBS's Aaron Navarro has more on the White House reaction to the fighting between Israel and Iran.
Our reporting is that President Trump was aware of the impending strike, but did not explicitly greenlight Israel Israel to launch those attacks according to multiple sources.
Sounds like Iran will not show up for tomorrow's scheduled nuclear talks with the U.S. CBS News Special Report. I'm Michael Wallace.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news. More large protests in L.A. and across Southern California are expected this weekend, including the No King's Day protests against President Trump. LAPD Chief Jim McDonald says his officers respect the right to demonstrate.
But if you come to our city with the intent to commit crimes, damage property, or harm others, including our officers, you will be arrested.
California Senator Adam Schiff says Senator Alex Padilla and the American people deserve better. This comes after Padilla was forcefully removed from a news conference in Los Angeles.
Alex Padilla face down in a federal building, forced to the ground by agents of the Secretary of Homeland Security. This is not who we are.
Los Angeles County Sheriff Robert Luna said that nearly a dozen sheriff's deputies have been hurt during the protests against ICE. The officers have been hurt by rocks, Molotov cocktails, and fireworks. Mike Salceda, California Headline News.
And the World California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org for real-time information about the air that you breathe.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in California at highschoolofficials.com.
And we are now ready for page one of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Store at Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. California Highway Patrol officers responded to a car in a canal shortly before 6 p.m. last night. The car apparently rolled over and ended up in the canal along Austin Road, just north of Larson Road. The driver of the Mustang was able to get out of the car and suffered minor injuries. Utility pole was damaged, and the IID hazmat team was called in because of fluids from the car leaking into the canal water. Incident remains under investigation. Statewide, the California Highway Patrol recently conducted a maximum enforcement period. The effort was put forth to enforce one of the deadliest behaviors on state roadways: speeding. Statewide, nearly 18,000 citations were issued the weekend of June 7th through the 8th. Over 12,300 were for speeding, plus there were 373 arrests for driving under the influence. Imperial County, the weekend, saw 206 total citations, 197 of them for speeding. There were 2 DUI arrests, and 6 vehicles were impounded. According to the CHP, the MEP may be over, but they will be vigilant for speeding, distracted drivers, not wearing a seatbelt, and other violations. We'll have more in just a minute.
Here's an idea. When your vehicle is just sitting there, whether it's at work or at home, and it needs service, let our mobile service come to you. Hey, this is Lauren at El Centro Motors. Whether it's batteries or brakes or tire rotation or an oil change or pretty much any need that your vehicle has, let us come to you. By utilizing our mobile service, it's easy. Just give us a phone call. We'll get your appointment set. Or if you prefer, you can visit us at one of our 3 conveniently located quick lanes for any and all of your service needs.
And what's going on this weekend? We've got a No Kings rally planned for Imperial Valley. Democrats United Imperial Valley and activists from With Indivisible are gathering at Main and Imperial in El Centro this morning at 9 a.m. The planned rally will then move to Buckland Park at 11:15 a.m. At the park, organizers said that there will be presentations and discussions. Rally is to protest actions of President Donald Trump. It's part of a protest throughout the nation. And today is Flag Day, observance of Flag Day, and it's also the U.S. Army's birthday, 250 years old today. They are observing both at the American Legion Post 25 from 4 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. This afternoon at 569 Broadway Avenue in El Centro. That's the American Legion Post 25 observance of Flag Day and the U.S. Army's birthday this afternoon. Or late this afternoon. Tomorrow is a free community barbecue party in honor of military and veterans of fathers. It's a Father's Day situation. Tomorrow from 12 noon until 3 p.m. at the American Legion Post 25 on Broadway in El Centro, and is the free community barbecue in honor of military and veterans fathers for Father's Day. It's kind of cool. I got page one of the local news of service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
Page 2 of the local news and the local weather. It's brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the Imperial Valley with the best burgers in town. Daily lunch specials, Monday through Friday, and happy hour from 3 to 6 p.m. every day. National Weather Service has issued an extreme heat watch for today through Monday. Expect high temperatures in the 110 to 115 degree range through Monday before a slight cooling trend sets in on Tuesday. The Imperial County Public Health Department reminds residents to take precautions, especially with prolonged exposure to the sun, maintain adequate hydration, and utilize the cooling zones and hydration stations available in the valley. Make sure pets are protected as well. If you don't know where the cooling stations or the hydration stations are, go to the Public Health Department website. The whole list is right there. County Board of Supervisors approved the CBC Act model. The action was taken at the board's meeting this week. Lindsay Dale, Registrar of Voters, says it was established in 2016. California Voters' Choice Act modernizes elections by giving voters more flexibility and convenience. Dale says under the model, voters choose how, when, and where to cast their ballots through mailing every registered voter a ballot, expanding in-person early voting, allowing voters to cast a ballot at any vote center within their county, and provide secure ballot drop boxes throughout the county. She says the county has decided to begin the process by adopting the CVA election model in time for the June 2026 primary election. There will be a series of community meetings and workshops between June and September. It is hoped the final plan will be ready in September to submit to the California Secretary of State for approval. And the Area Agency on Aging Advisory Council, they were to hold their June meeting this coming week. It was scheduled for June 19th. That is a holiday, of course, so that meeting was canceled. It was rescheduled for July 17th. The meeting will be held at the Imperial County Workforce Development Office, 2799 South 4th Street in El Centro. To place an item on a future AAA Advisory Council agenda, contact Monica Beliz de Leon at the Imperial County Area Agency on Aging. Your weather, that's coming up next.
Hungry for the best burger in town or an ice cold beer? Did you know that Burgers & Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Our June drink specials include White Claw Mango Mule and White Claw Pineapple Mule and Kona Big Waves for only $4.50. Don't miss our June plate special, the Southwest Carne Asada Burrito. Burgers & Beer, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Open daily starting at 9. Burgers & Beer, for the best burger in town.
The high temperature yesterday, 107 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 69. National Weather Service says temperatures will heat up this weekend, with the highs peaking near daily records on Sunday, resulting in areas of major heat risk. An extreme heat warning is in effect through Monday evening for high temperatures ranging from 106 to 114 degrees across the lower deserts. A dry weather disturbance will pass north of the area early next week, resulting in breezy afternoon winds and a slight dip in temperatures into the middle part of next week. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 108. East to northeast winds at around 5 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 74. South winds around 5 miles per hour. Sunny and hot on Sunday. Highs right near 114. South to southwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Clear skies Sunday night. Overnight lows around 74. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, sunny and hot. Highs right near 113. South to southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Gusting as high as 20 miles per hour at times. And right now we're looking at 73 degrees, 48% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality now good in Niland and Westmoreland. Air quality is moderate for the rest of the region. And page 2 of the local news brought to you by, and local weather brought to you by Burgers & Beer. Place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family or meet the friends at Burgers & Beer.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And we are ready to talk sports. Sports Time is brought to you by the newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District, combining 2 hospitals to better serve you. The U.S. Open is underway, and we've been giving you updates throughout the tournament. We'll continue throughout tomorrow when the tournament ends. Sam Burns avoided a repeat of the meltdown that ruined his opening round at the U.S. Open and wound up with a big par save on his last hole for a 5 under 65 and the 36-hole lead. Best of all, he was long gone before the real calamity arrived Friday, late in the afternoon at Oakmont. Rory McIlroy, he threw a club in disgust, smashed a tee marker. For his punishment, he gets to come back for 2 more rounds because he birdied the 18th hole to make the cut. Shane Lowry, he absentmindedly picked up his golf ball at the 14th green without marking it. T. Lawrence became the only player to reach 6 under par. He promptly made 6 bogeys and a double bogey over his next 9 holes. And there won't be a back-to-back winner at the U.S. Open Championship this year. The U.S. Open, Bryson DeChambeau, who won at Pinehurst last year, missed the cut at Oakmont after shooting a 7 over 77 Friday to finish 10 over through 2 rounds. He goes home. NBA playoffs underway. Thunder defeated the Pacers 111 to 104 yesterday in the NBA Finals. That was Game 4. Series is now tied at 2 games apiece. Game 5 will be played on Monday. We'll have more in just a minute.
Big changes are happening in Imperial Valley. The newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District is paving the way for a healthier future. By uniting El Centro Regional Medical Center and Pioneers Memorial Hospital, we're creating a stronger, more connected healthcare system, one that's built to serve you. Together, we're expanding services, strengthening care, and building a sustainable future for all residents of Imperial Valley. The Imperial Valley Healthcare District. Stronger together, healthier tomorrow.
And the quest for Stanley's Cup resumes today. It is Game 5 of the series, Panthers and the Oilers. The series is tied at 2 games apiece, as Game 5 is later today. And the WNBA, as a dream beat the sky yesterday, 88-70. Aces got by the Wings, 88-84. Major League Baseball, it was the Pirates and the Cubs. They went 10 innings. Pirates won the game 2-1. Marlins defeated the Nationals 11-9. Phillies over the Blue Jays shut them out 8-0. Orioles shut out the Angels 2-0. Tigers defeated the Reds 11-5. It was the Red Sox over the Yankees 2-1. Rays got by the Mets 7-5. Braves beat the Rockies 12-4. Rangers over the White Sox 3-1. Astros beat the Twins 10-3. Athletics got by the Royals 6-4. Brewers over the Cardinals 3-2. Diamondbacks beat the Padres 5-1. Mariners beat the Guardians 7-2, and the Giants beat the Dodgers 6-2. Giants now on top in the National League West. Dodgers are right there. It's a virtual tie, but I think Giants are percentage points ahead. And tennis at the Queen's Club 2025. Emma Raducanu has been knocked out. Well, didn't knocked out. She's eliminated in the quarterfinals. After 45 minutes of climbing uphill, Friday's game 4 of the NBA Finals, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander finally came through. Oklahoma City won that game, tying it at 2 games apiece. New York Knicks are planning to meet with a former Sacramento Kings coach, Mike Brown, and a former Memphis Grizzlies coach, Taylor Jenkins, next week for their head coaching job, according to sources. And the Boston Red Sox had a chance in the games whenever Garrett Crochet had been on the mound this season anyway, with the exception of one pitch in Friday night's 2-1 extra inning win over the Yankees. He again proved to be the antidote to slugger Aaron Judge. Crochet held New York scoreless over a career high 8 1/3 innings, striking out the Yankees slugger 3 times while holding the rest of the New York lineup to 4 hits and 7 total Ks. The guy is having a spectacular year. Ryan Howard made a career-high 9 3-pointers in tying the WNBA single-game record and finished with a season-high 36 points as the Atlanta Dream beat the Chicago Sky 88-70 Friday night. And Wade Miley of the Reds denies any wrongdoing in the death of Tyler Skaggs. Skaggs died of a drug overdose. Wade Miley is being accused of being his supplier. And Coastal Carolina broke open a tied game with 3 runs in the 8th inning. Dominic Carbone shut down the threat by Arizona in the 9th, and the Chanticleers opened the College World Series with a 7-4 victory Friday. So those are always exciting. College baseball is very exciting. That's a look at sports. Sports brought to you by the newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District. Stronger together and paving the way for a healthier future.
Goddard's Gold. From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
It's cold. What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
And we are now ready for your financial news and weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, locally owned company that protects you, your home, business, or construction site 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. The U.S. stocks fell on Friday after Israel's attack on Iran, and Iran's retaliation shook global markets, pushing oil prices to their highest level since January. Dow Jones Industrial Average tumbled at nearly 1.8%, or almost 800 points, as investors steadily fled riskier assets. S&P 500 dropped about 1.1%, while the tech-heavy NASDAQ composite fell 1.3%. A major averages sank to a session low in the afternoon after Israeli defense forces said dozens of Iranian missiles were launched at Israel, and all of Israel is under fire. Iran called Israel's strike a declaration of war, and this morning they did it again. That's financial news. We've got your weather coming up.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in the Imperial Valley and Coachella Valley. The mission has always been to protect your property, whether it's your home, business, or construction site. Your satisfaction is their number one priority. Make that phone call today to protect your property by calling Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 760-970-4500. And don't forget about Southwest Postal, your one-stop shipping center. Plus, they offer you 24-hour mailbox rental located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro.
The high temperature yesterday, 107 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 69. National Weather Service says temperatures will heat up this weekend, with the highs peaking near daily records on Sunday, resulting in areas of major heat risk. An extreme heat warning is in effect through Monday evening for high temperatures ranging from 106 to 114 degrees across the lower deserts. A dry weather disturbance will pass north of the area early next week, resulting in breezy afternoon winds and a slight dip in temperatures into the middle part of next week. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 108. East to northeast winds at around 5 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 74. South winds around 5 miles per hour. Sunny and hot on Sunday. Highs right near 114. South to southwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Clear skies Sunday night. Overnight lows around 74. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, sunny and hot. Highs right near 113. South to southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour at times. And we are now looking at 80 degrees in the Imperial Valley, 48% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality in Niland and Westmoreland is good. Air quality is moderate for the rest of the region. Financial news update and your weather brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service, the only postal box service offering 24-hour a day, 365 days a year. Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro. And your border wait update. Coming across the border, you got a 30 to 35 minute wait downtown, 30 to 35 minute wait in the Sentry lanes. There's no wait if you're walking, no wait in the ready lanes. Eastport, the gateway port is open, but again, no wait at all. 15 to 20 minute wait at the Andrade port.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know who, what. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
It's 8 o'clock at KXO El Centro, California.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile Business Advantage.
I'm Allison Keyes. In Minnesota, a mayor says 2 state lawmakers were shot in their homes this morning in what Governor Tim Walz says were targeted attacks.
My good friend and colleague, Speaker Melissa Hortman, and her husband Mark were shot and killed early this morning in what appears to be a politically motivated assassination. Our state lost a great leader, and I lost the dearest of friends.
WCCO's Rich Chapman with more details.
In Brooklyn Park, police have issued a shelter-in-place for a 3-mile radius surrounding the Edinburgh Golf Course for an emergency event. Officers are looking for a suspect in multiple targeted shootings who is considered armed and dangerous. The suspect is a white man with brown hair. He is wearing black body armor over a blue shirt and blue pants. Police say he may misrepresent himself as law enforcement.
Israel. Sirens are blaring as a new wave of Iranian missile attacks began early this morning. The Israeli military is urging civilians to head to shelters and warns that Tehran will burn if Iran continues its attacks. Israel attacked first over Iran's nuclear program. CBS's Haley Ott.
Israel said its assault was necessary to prevent Iran from developing a nuclear weapon. On Friday, global nuclear watchdog, the IAEA, warned of the serious risks of combat around nuclear sites.
At Arlington National Cemetery, a wreath-laying ceremony to mark the 250th birthday of the U.S. Army. This, as the nation's capital, is set for a massive military parade involving thousands of troops, more than 100 military vehicles, including tanks and flyovers. CBS's Willie James Inman.
Preparations for the parade have been underway for weeks as thousands of troops and spectators travel to Washington to attend. President Trump is also expected to attend, and this celebration happens to fall on the president's 79th birthday.
This as cities across the nation prepare to host No Kings rallies against the Trump administration's immigration raids and deployment of the National Guard and Marines in Los Angeles. The search goes on for victims of Thursday's flooding in San Antonio. At least 11 people died. KENS TV's Megan Reyna.
Among the victims is 61-year-old Rudy Garza. He was on the phone with his wife while on the way to work. His daughter shares those last moments.
He said, "Oh my God, Sylvia, water's coming in my car." And she said, "Can you reverse?" And he said, "No, you don't understand. It's like an ocean's coming at me." And then she was like, "Baby." And then they both said their "I love yous." And she said the call faded away.
South Carolina has executed a man sent to death row twice for 2 separate murders. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice55 and start saving today.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. 2 lines of unlimited for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings compared to Verizon and AT&T. But don't just take our word for it.
It's not just the savings that are great with our T-Mobile plan. There's all this value from all these other things that T-Mobile offers. T-Mobile has been such a savings for us.
We love it.
Switch today and get 2 free 5G phones like the Motorola Edge with Turbo Power charging that gives you power for the day in just 15 minutes. And customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Go to T-Mobile.com/55 to learn more. It's 24 monthly bill credits and 2 new lines with autopay for well-qualified customers plus taxes, fees, and $35 per line connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. See details at T-Mobile.com. Motorola Edge requires 68-watt charger. Chargers sold separately. Actual performance will vary based on usage and configuration.
It seems smoking is back, at least on screen.
From shows like The Housewives to movies, pop culture has taken up smoking again.
Hey guys, my neighbor Craig, he's the best.
Paul Rudd drags on cigarettes in the comedy Friendship. Dakota Johnson seems to love them in Materialists.
You can do better than me.
Beyonce's lit up on stage on her Cowboy Carter tour. Sabrina Carpenter even uses a fork as a cigarette holder in the video for her song, Man-Child.
So sexy, you're so dumb.
What gives? The New York Times says it's an overwhelming sentiment. Sure, cigarettes are bad for you, but they make you look good. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
The National Weather Service has issued its first ever heat advisory for Alaska. Temperatures in Fairbanks are expected to be above 85 degrees. It's been warmer than that, but it's unusual for June. Allison Keyes, CBS News.
Another checkup? Why are so many people getting new puppies?
Dr. Kim's veterinary office is littered with cuteness.
We are booked solid for weeks, but who can say no to a puppy, right? Oh, good boy. Oh, what? Oh,
She needs to find extra vet techs to get those pups some extra love.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, candidates can find it easier, so you can hire easier. Redeem your $75 credit at Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things. Like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed. From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me lay on you a so-so entertainer.
With George Gale.
Not much of a humanitarian, and this cat was never nobody's friend. You can applaud if you wanna.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230 KXO.